Hey everyone, this is a color grading or color correction tutorial. I'll be doing this in Adobe's Premiere Pro CS4, but you can do it in any Premiere or Final Cut or any editor you use. But I'll do mostly general stuff and then some Premiere specific stuff. So anyway, here's my Violent Beauty the Bullet type thing video that I never color graded. Whoops. Want this to match the screen size. So, yeah, I never color graded this. So, I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to do that. So the first thing, I'm going to do the color wheel thing. You can do that in Premiere by dropping the three-way color corrector on it. And this is Premiere specific, but drop the ProCamp on it. Okay, so on your three-way color corrector, you get three wheels. Let's find a good spot that has maybe some high contrast. Let's look during the muzzle flash because we're going to have to keep that in mind during the color correction. So this wheel is your low tones. It basically changes your dark colors. This one's your mid-tones. It changes almost the whole video. That's going to be the main color correction. And then the high tones, that kind of brings out the whites and whatnot. So you see here there's a little snow on the ground, the grass, it's changing colors. So the first thing we're going to do, I always bring the low tones up slightly to a greenish yellow. That can give it a little bit of warmth, but not too much. It looks pretty cinematic, pretty cool to me. And then here you can either go with a cool feeling or a warm feeling. This one could look cool with blue midtones and yellow low tones, and that'll kind of bring out a real color contrast that would look kind of cool. But I might warm it up. Depends. That's too green. Yeah, I definitely like it blue. We're going for a natural feeling, but also to get that cool cinematic Hollywood look out of it. Gotta fine tune it, as always. And I'm gonna bring my high tones probably up to blue. Usually want to match the midtones. See, that's the sky and everything. So I'm barely going to bring that to blue. You can bring it all the way, but I don't want to go that cool feeling. I mean, this is a little too blue right here. I'm barely going to mess with the midtones, but you can bring it up for a warmer feeling and then bring it down for a cooler feeling. And you use that cooler feeling in like a bittersweet scene. Not exactly a sad scene, maybe, depending on your shot. You do that for like maybe an action scene that would look okay for. But here's the low tones cooled down. It's not enough contrast. You need a little bit of that right there to retain some of that color. But anyway, now that we're done with the color wheel, let's go to the ProCamp. This is Premiere specific, so if you're using Final Cut, hang in with me or go watch a different video. You want to mess with your saturation. You can either bring it up for a warmer feeling or bring it down for a, again, like a bittersweet, or like, it's great for an action scene. I like to split screen it sometimes so that you can see the difference. But anyway, here it is brought way up. And our colors are basically maxed out. And that does not look awesome for this. We wouldn't want to max it out anyway, but I'm going to bring it back down. They look pretty good with the saturation brought up, a little more vivid. But you can totally kill the saturation, put it at 0, That's basically your black and white. You never want to go black and white for action scenes, but you want to pretty much murder the contrast. Like, not the contrast, the saturation. Like right there. It's too gray. 100% is regular, and so maybe this is already a pretty gray shot. So if we brought it down to like 70, that'd be pretty gray. This isn't a very fast-paced scene. It's kind of like I titled it Violent Beauty on my second channel, so you know, it's kind of like it's like a slow down. You can't really take the color out of that. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit past 100. Okay, so next thing you do is you mess with the brightness and contrast. Or you can do that before you do the Pro Camp. But always keep muzzle flashes in mind because those will be totally messed up. You can turn those totally white. And another thing you have to look at when you're doing your contrast, don't bring it up too high or else like your clothes won't even have wrinkles. Everything will be so like brought exaggerated to their tone, it won't look good. So on the Pro Camp, if you bring the brightness down, bringing the contrast back up will lighten it, but have the contrast. So that looks kind of good. That might be a little too much. Yeah, that's too much contrast. So bring down the contrast a little bit, bring the brightness up. But you don't want it to be as bright as your original shot. It looks good with a good bit of darkness added to it. So that looks a little better. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to bring the brightness up a little more. And so as you can see, it looks fairly natural still, but looks a lot more cinematic. Didn't choose the best clip for this. Would have looked better with some other stuff. My new gun in action, I thought that was color graded pretty well. Brought down the saturation for that one. Good bit of contrast, brought down the brightness. I think I warmed that one up with the midtones. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out the second channel where this video is uploaded onto. And do that good stuff. So I will see you later with my next tutorial. I have no idea what it's going to be, so give me suggestions. Thanks. Bye.